Actually, and I was testing. If you're going outwards with these on, it's almost impossible to go out because the structure of the footprint almost requires that you are central.
That's right.
So, therefore, whether you're going out or in, there's something immediately you put it in and you'll experience it. You'll know within a minute. You won't need 30 days to work this out. It just keeps you going in a very central... It's actually a wonderful feeling.
Yeah, and the heel cup's very deep, so that kind of cups your heel and stops you going too much one way or the other as well. So I'd say it'd be worth giving them a try.
So, Lindy, 30-day money-back guarantee. So the only thing we've got to worry about for you is which style would you like this afternoon? I feel like we'll shop for Linda in this hour. Anyway, take a look. Mine are coming up, Linda. Anyway, we'll do those in a while, but they're quite nice as little flip-flops. Let's concentrate on the ones that we're looking at for the moment. These are our first brand new today, Steve, and I love that you're constantly developing the range and great designs. So the Shore double strap sandal with FMT technology, introductory price £36.48, 116,925. I have to say, I get some
classic colour.
It's true. Really, I'm feeling my feet really relax. Actually, they feel held, which is quite an amazing thing. It's like having your feet held.
That's right.
Lovely. Well, lovely as you walk, cradled as you walk. Lovely. Now, brand new today. I was really drawn to these. I just love the colours you brought us. So it's the Bella 2, I guess.
It is Bella 2. That's a little confusing, but yeah, Bella 2, and I think we might have already lost a colour today, but we've got some great colours here.
Sandal with FMT. So let's check the colours. So we've got all three of these, though. Have we? Let me just check. We've got all three of these. We've got the black. We've got this lovely pastel. We're calling it light blue, and then the red. It's a beautiful strawberry red.
Yeah, it's not a dark red. It's more of a corally strawberry red, isn't it? Yeah. So really great colour options. So this style's been wildly popular in the US this year, I think, just because it's that really cute feminine look with the little bow tie and the metal ends on the tips. Nice kind of pattern sheen again to the upper, but then a really soft lining behind the upper too. And yeah, that nice floral detail on the outside just to give it a lift.
It's worth putting your feet up, isn't it? Or kicking somebody.
Well, that's the idea. We thought if you go to work and you put your feet on the desk, they'll look good.
Steve Mabb said, go to work and put my feet on the desk.
It's approved.
I love it. Very soft. I mean, this feels like suede or something.
It is. It's a microfiber, so it's kind of that really soft suede finish on the footbed. But again, that really nice soft lining behind here too. It's not a plastic lining. It's that soft microfiber lining. Pattern detail on the upper, that really cute little bow detail. Like you mentioned, the flower on the bottom. And then, of course, the key feature is that orthotic support there. So you see that wonderful arch support, that deep heel cup again. And when, if I pop my finger in there, you can kind of see how it disappears. That's deep. That goes down, about a centimetre. So normally a flip-flop or a sandal will be completely flat there, and your foot really slides around a lot on that. The idea of the heel cup here is to really cup your heel and keep it inside the orthotic and on the support. We've got some little dots that we add to the heel and the forefoot to just give you a little bit more grip and traction so that you're not sliding around on the shoe
and less gripping with the toes. Steve, let me ask you, and obviously, as we realised, we couldn't put, if you have a bespoke orthotic, you can't put them in sandals, so you often have to go without during that period of...
Kind of surfer's paradise. Okay. It's a really nice beachside.
So you can walk on the beach more and do research of foot positioning?
Well, actually, we're all in San Francisco now, believe it or not. The company moved to the US about 7 or 8 years ago, so our team, our design team, and all of our product team are in San Francisco, and it's a beautiful part of the world as well.
Amazing, gosh. So we're going for something really kind of soft and squidgy now. Take a look at these. I mean, they're almost like ice cream colours, aren't they?
They are.
Showed you them earlier and you were loving them. Popular already. Again, brand new today. The Bliss polka dot print thong slipper. Blue, orange and pink. Purple are the choices. That's
right. So the idea with this one was to give you a spring slipper. Our kind of fuzzier, warmer slippers were very popular here in fall. So we thought, hey, let's do a spring version of the slipper and give you something that you could wear in the house still when it's warmer without the really thick, fuzzy fleece. So that's the idea here, to give you that support inside the house. They're cute, they're soft, they're very comfy, but most importantly, they're going to give you that phenomenal support underfoot that you don't get in flat slippers or if you walk around barefoot. At home on those tiles and those wooden floors, even the carpet, there's normally concrete underneath. So important to kind of give your foot that support if you need it, if you have that rolling in that most of us have.
Fantastic. They are beautifully soft, actually, and just really fun, actually, with a polka dot on the front there. So exactly the same technology put into this. If someone's just joined us, what is that technology?
Well, it's FMT. It's really an orthotic technology to support your foot. It was based on thousands of custom orthotics that Philip Vasily, our podiatrist, made in his lab. And once he figured out the average custom orthotic, which there really was an average, he started building that into all of the orthotics in the Bionic collection. Here you can see it on the back of the foot on the left-hand side there. That's the before shot. You can kind of see that foot rolling in and collapsing. And then on the right-hand side, that's with the orthotic underneath, where you're getting you back to that more natural or neutral position.
And again, interesting, it says, you know, helps reduce overpronation, which can relieve associated something pain.
Yeah, and it's a really common problem. Most of us have that overpronation because we're just walking on the wrong surface. Our foot wasn't supposed to be on concrete and tiles and pavement all day. So that's really where the solution comes in with Vionic. We give you back your footprint. And again, when you look at the orthotic, it kind of looks like a good footprint. That's basically what's in the shoe.
Design-wise, I think these are great because, as you say, they don't scream slipper. I think these are going to be fun with white jeans and a white T-shirt. They're going to be fun with a summer dress. You know, I kind of love that those are going to go both ways.
And they've got that really nice rubber outsole too.
Yes.
So it's not made like a slipper. It's really made like a shoe. You've got the rubber outsole on the bottom and then that EVA midsole, which is the kind of material they use for good running shoes. It gives you good cushioning, good support, but then you've got that really nice, soft, cosy micro suede layer on top.
I think if you are going to be going on holiday, if you're going to be around the pool where maybe it's slippy, but you actually want to be really comfortable as well.
Yeah.
You know, I think great to sort of think, all right, they can be slippers till then they come. How would these manage if they got wet?
They've been treated with the Eco Fresh, so that's their antibacterial, anti-odour kind of treatment. And if you get them wet, dirty, muddy, whatever it is, you just wash them in some warm soapy water, rinse them clean. Not in the washing machine, just hand wash them and then let them air dry and they'll clean up really nicely. Again, this one's going to fit a medium to wide foot well, so not so good for a narrow foot, but medium to wider foot would be really good. And those half sizes, again, if you're a half size, go down.
Go down a size, great. In the colours, so the blue, it's almost like a lovely lavender shades of blue. So lots of different shades, but there's definitely towards the purples and the lavenders in there. Gorgeous with denim, gorgeous with white. Then in the purples, we've got a kind of a sort of mauve and a deeper, almost like a kind of Merlot grape kind of shade almost.
That's it.
And then moving through to the orange, you've got the zesty lemon, and then you kind of satsumi, tangerine, mandarin, and soft peachy colours. And then coming through to the red, we're calling it, aren't we? Or are we calling it
I think
pink?
it's pink.
Pink,
Yeah, it's kind of like a combination of fuchsia and then that softer pink.
Gorgeous, and the rose petal colours in there as well. So a lovely choice. Again, even though we're calling it a slipper, remember, it's got the kind of sole. You'll be absolutely fine to wear it outside. And, you know, just pretty spring colours as well. 116924, that's also brand new today. One
of the things we find, Sara, is when someone discovers Vionic and they kind of get that relief back, it's hard to go back to regular shoes.
Right.
So that's where the slippers and the walking shoes and the dress shoes later on come in, because once you've had a pair of our sandals and you love the support, you don't really want to go back to that rolled in or that collapsed position again, and you'll probably find you start to build a bit of a collection.
It's interesting because it is a little bit about re-educating yourself, isn't it? Re-educating, and the body's so intelligent, and it has such incredible muscle memory that once you put it in the right position again, it just, instinct tells you it's not quite right when it's not in that position.
That's right, yeah. You know, we really kind of, you know, a lot of us spend 10, 20, 30 years kind of rolling in and collapsing. And it can take a few days to get used to being back in that natural position. But once you're back in that position, it just feels so...
You take all this kind of thought and concern about our foot positioning, and then you start going, right, let's elevate it and give it a heel.
Well, I'm not going to say high heels are the enemy, but they're probably not helpful to most women's feet. So we're aware of that. We know women love to wear wedges and heels or have elevation in their feet. So we worked really hard on coming up with an orthotic that we could build into a wedge. And it's taken us quite some time to get it right, because your foot position is different in a wedge or any kind of elevation. Once you get above about an inch in height, the way that your foot works biomechanically really changes. So this is a little different. It still has that same arch support in there, but it also has some extra forefoot support too that you don't typically find in a wedge like this.
Sorry to say, Steve, I just want to update people on colours. We've just got black, teal and white.
Wow, they've been popular.
So the three colours have been so popular today. So in terms of the kind of height you've given us, I love, again, this, I mean, it looks like a sort of wood, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it's a wood grain finish. It's not real wood, but it gives you that wood grain finish, but they're very light. It's not heavy and clunky like real wood would be. Rubber outsole again on the bottom, and that upper is fully adjustable. So you've got both a front and a midfoot strap that you can adjust really nicely, that hook and loop closure. Actually, I might grab the tan just to show you the technology a little better. So what's different about these is that we have this section here under the middle of the ball of your foot that's raised up. So it kind of takes the pressure and distributes the weight more evenly in that forefoot area. Still has the deep heel cup. It still has some great arch support here that you wouldn't normally find in a wedge. There's that rubber outsole again, but you're getting that special orthotic technology built in here that's been customised for a raised heel or a wedge that you're just not going to find in a normal wedge. Normally this is flat and your foot slides down And a lot of women complain about burning or problems in the forefoot because when they're in an elevated heel, their foot's kind of collapsing and going forward in the front of the shoe. So these will feel really different. They're not going to feel the same as the flat sandals, but they'll feel really different, much more supportive than any wedge you're used to wearing.
Well, you can see, Steve, from the fact that limited stock across the board, I think, you know, we're really happy to be having something with a bit of a heel and the orthotic too. Very stylish, as we were saying, distinctive in look. That's what I love. You're not shying away from it and being kind of generic across the board in look. A great finish to them, beautiful colours. The Harbour and 3, 4 and 5 have all sold out. 116910 is your item number there. Now,
wildly popular.
Yeah, very, very popular indeed. So, I can't believe onto our last shoe already. That's gone so quickly, my goodness.
Been having fun.
So quickly, exactly. Well, 109500 is the item number for you here. We're looking at the orthotic Jane Mule with the FMT technology. Introductory price, so a nice saving there, £59.40. But if you'd like, you can split it into 3 easy payments of just £19.80. And again, these are open at the back. Let's whiz through the colours. So, I'm not quite sure where they're going to start. So we've got the...
That's the navy?
That's the, isn't that interesting?
I called it blue, but it's really a navy.
It's like a purpley blue, isn't it? It's a navy, but it's purpley navy, isn't it, in a way? And then a lovely red. Then the black, with a bit of turquoise in it. Pewter, lovely with that kind of a sheen to it. And then the bronze that's got the red kind of tone to it. Do you know what I'm going to do? Whilst you feast your eyes on those, before we talk more about the style, I'm just going to jump to the phone lines and say a very warm welcome to Jacqueline from Plymouth. Hi there, Jacqueline.
Good evening, Steve. Good evening, Sarah.
Good evening.
Hi, Jacqueline.
That's all right. Did you have a question or did you want to tell us something?
No, I don't know whether Steve will remember me, but I phoned through last time you were on with Catherine.
That's
and
right.
I'm the volunteer dog worker.
That's
and
right.
I've got my own dog. I just wanted to say to you, I purchased 2 more pairs of shoes today. I purchased the Tahoe ones and the polka dot slipper.
Oh, wow.
I purchased the Islander flip-flops the last time after I spoke to you, but I just wanted to say I am so thrilled. They've helped me so much, and they are just so comfortable to wear. I wish I'd known about them about 3 years ago, because they have certainly helped my sort of, like, you know, ailments. And if anyone is just sitting on the fence out there and hasn't tried them, please try them, because half the time I have to look down because I don't realise that I've got them on, because they are so comfortable.
Oh, wow. That is so kind of you to call in and share that story. Thank you. Unfortunately, we weren't here 3 years ago. We've only really been back in the UK for about 6 months, so it's lucky you found us when you did. And I'm so glad that it's working so well for you. That's great to hear.
I'm thrilled. I can't wait for the Tahoes to come, actually, so I can start wearing them as well, just to see how they're going to sort of be. But I'm so thrilled because, as you know, I've got quite a high arch.
Yes.
And your range just supports my arch brilliantly. Nothing else sort of like comes up to it. And I do have to wear orthotics myself, but they're brilliant, Steve. I'm just so excited that, you know, you're on QVC now, really. So.
Oh, great. Well, thank you, and stay tuned. There's lots more styles coming up right through the year, so you might be able to build on your collection when you find some other styles that you like.
I'll definitely be watching, Steve, and thank you for letting me come through. Really appreciate it.
Jacqueline, a pleasure to take your call. Thanks so much for taking the time to call us.
Thank you, Sarah. You're very welcome.
Take care. Bye, Jacqueline.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
So lovely when, you know, for Jacqueline to bother to take the time to do that, because, you know, that possibly applies to so many people, you know, and it's just great to share it. I'm looking at this style, Steve, actually here. They're really cute, aren't they? I like the fact there's no back to them. They might, you know, it's that simple Jane feel, isn't it?
Well, it's a great transitional style too, because at the moment it's not necessarily summer sandal weather every day, so this is a way you can kind of cover your toes a little bit, something that's kind of a nice transition as we're in spring, but it still has all that same technology and support that we've been looking at in all the sandals in the show today. Hook and loop adjustable straps, so you can pull it in, let it out if you need to. That really nice suede covering again on the footbed, so they feel really nice and soft against your skin. And this is going to work again for a medium to wide foot. Probably not good for a narrow foot, but medium to wider foot, and in a half size, again, we'd suggest that you go down in this one.
Fabulous. I love the design, the stitching that you've put on there. I mean, again, such a different look. It's very unusual, this, to me. I like it very much. I like the fact the back is open. It kind of it sort of really changes it. If it was all closed, it would be the traditional kind of Jane-style shoe that you might expect. But having the back open, and again, if you're somebody that maybe is challenged because historically you think, well, I don't like the open back, I feel insecure, I can't, I would really urge you to try it in combination with Vionic because it's a very different experience. I've just had a tweet through from Teresa. Thanks, Teresa, so much. I got the Vionic last TSB and I love them. We'll purchase another pair in the future. Thank you, Vionic and QVC.
Oh, that's very nice to share.
Steve.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, the good news is, once you've found the technology, you can really build it into lots of different styles. And that's why we do so many different styles in the collection now, because people are really asking us for that same feel in all the different kinds of shoes that they like to wear.
When we actually look at the economics of it, Steve, I mean, you know, you could easily be paying this kind of price for this kind of style shoe with none of it in there.
Exactly.
They're so beautifully soft, they're so beautifully comfortable. We all realise, in a way, what price can you put on the health of your feet, the job that they fundamentally do for us, and the problems they can cause us if we don't, you know, for the rest of our body. I mean, you know, it's unbelievable.
Exactly, and remember, most of us take 5,000 to 10,000 steps a day, and most of them are in that position on the left there, that before shot, where that foot's rolling in and collapsing. So really what Vionic with FMT is designed to do is give you back that natural, that neutral position you can see on the right, really support your foot, give you back the footprint that you just don't get on the kind of surfaces we all walk on now.
Fabulous. Well, very busy on the phone lines, 109 500 for those shoes. Remember, QCut 0800 52 42 32, or jump to the front of the queue. 0800 50 40 30 is the way to the order. If you're not sure, you know, it's one of the best times. You've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you know, put them to the test and just see maybe the difference that they'll make to you. Steve, it's been such a pleasure.
It has been. Thank you so much for
sharing
the hour with me.
Yeah, I've really
it's been
enjoyed
fun.
it.
I enjoyed it.
Thanks, girls, too, for looking so lovely. Thank you for your time. I've really enjoyed it today. I'll be back with you on Sunday, which is Mother's Day.